Just to its right. My boat is not in the water yet, but we're getting to it. There's some condos along the waterfront. This is a residential area now, but right beside it, the Pump House Museum, that red brick building right there. The Pump House Museum is dedicated to the memory of steam pumps and their functionality in the early days of our society. Inside that building, you can see the old steam engines that at one time were responsible for running the pumps that brought fresh water out of Lake Ontario into one of the first plumbing systems in Upper Canada. This building right here today still contains those memories of those steam engines, but it's also home to the biggest model train collection in Eastern Ontario. If you get a chance, have a look through the Pump House Museum here. That's red brick building. There are tours there. It's available just off to the right. The white building in behind it there is the Marine Museum, the Great Lakes Marine Museum. And inside that building, you would find artifacts from the history of marine here in Eastern Ontario, including the Thousand Islands region, but it is open as well. The white building is the Marine Museum. The trolley tours will stop in front of the Marine Museum and the Pump House in a couple of weeks as part of our regular hop on, hop off. And at one point, the water treatment plant, whatever, is going to cause some pollution. So that's the idea behind this statue here. Just beside it, coming up, another Martello Tower, the Murney Tower here. I knew I'd remember the name of it when I got here. This is the fourth final tower. If you turn to the right and look out the front windows, you can see the 4 towers now along the waterfront. Now these towers, as I said, provided that protection from the American attack by water. With the fort protecting us by land, the British interests were sure looked after down here. That's for sure. Just beyond this tower, off to the right, City Park is there, and our courthouse is just off in the distance. Another great building to visit if you get a chance to get down that street. Another of the original 6 buildings of our town. It's still being used today for our current criminal cases. In fact, at one time the gallows were located out the back of this court. That's how long it's been here. We used to execute people here years ago. It stopped in the late 70s. Beside it, the Lakeshore gazebo here on the left, home to it's popular for weddings in the summer and such. It's great, you can rent that from the city. And Richardson Beach, named after one of our very own guides, Hal Richardson. This is Richardson Beach here, off to our left. It's not his family's name, but it is a popular name in the city. Now the homes just to the right of it are very popular spots to visit as well. They're very large, mammoth limestone mansions, and these mansions were the home to people that did very well, very prosperous business people here in town. They would have their own piers out into the water, have their own boat docking stations for boats, and so on. And these compounds, if you will, have several apartments in it now. But this was one